All right, we are back, and you're thinking to yourself, wait, Tony, we were in the snow when we last left off. That's true. We were very perceptive. I'm glad you're paying attention. But before we move ahead, I just forgot. I don't want to miss this, obviously, because we're headed to Zanarkand next. We got ourselves a heck of a lot of gil now, as you can see down there. 423,340 to be exact. And I believe that the amount that we needed from this guy, this summon for hire, was like 200 some, and I laughed. I was like, there's no way I'll ever have that much money. Well, quite a bit of grinding later, we have that much money. So let's buy the frickin' Aeon or whatever. Thank you so much, Geeks. Much appreciated. If we move ahead and buy this guy for the sum of, I don't know, 225,000 I think is what we could get away with. I gotta like get my walkthrough to find out how much this guy goes for. I don't know. I think you can just like, I think I already picked the right option of the three, so now we just have to basically barter him down a little bit. So that's what we're gonna do. Pipe train. All right, buddy. Where is he? I think he's Chamber of Fate. There we go. That took me to the entrance, didn't it? That's awesome. All right, let's speed this up. Not that I don't like hearing Hotel California, Final Fantasy style, over and over again. Kind of mashed up at the same time with Final Fantasy VI at some point. Let's go. Oh, I see. I just clicked it at the wrong time. Here we go. This is so commercial, though. She's doing all the praying, but we're just dealing with this Aeon.
If you desire my strength,
yeah,
make your offer.
Got your money. Asking price $250. Let's see. How much can I get away with? Here you go.
Adequate. You are my client henceforth.
I think we could have got him down to like 221 or something.
Shall guard you on your journey, summoner.
I'm not gonna sweat it. We're rich. Yo Jimbo! Yo Jimbo! That's a great name. Come with us, Zord person. Zord man. Alright. Get out of here. Back to the story. And let's, I guess, destroy some fool, right? Next poor sap who challenges us is gonna get a healthy dose of Yojimbo. That is an evil looking dude. It's just a ghost. Really? Alright, let's get Yuna out here.
You couldn't reach the far plane.
Oh, I'll help you reach the far plane with our brand new friend Yojimbo. Yojimbo, get out here. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with that. We both did it, November. Is that a bark? Oh. Oh. Literally, in more ways than one. Man, this guy brought his own set in. I like this. This is impressive.
Please clear us a path.
Zanmato. Oh, heck yeah. Doing the Columbo. One more thing. You're dead. love this. Chop him in twain, Yojimbo. Oh, there goes your head. I love it. He's like, hold your applause, please. I know that was badass, but alright. That was fantastic. I'm satisfied. That's worth 250,000 gil in my book. Alright, so now we'll just speed on back to where we were, which actually isn't that far, I don't think. Probably just take a couple minutes. As we're getting close into the home stretch, Zanarkand and beyond. Well, what's beyond Zanarkand? I don't know. That's the question. Oh, did I miss a chest before? Nope. From that angle, it looked like I did, but not so much. Is that guy here to sell me stuff? Yeah, I might as well, like, top off my
Welcome to
everything. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know that we need that much holy water. Or soft. Yeah, we don't need any of this stuff. Alright. Never mind.
Welcome to
Give me the sweet weapons that I wanted to grab. Conductor. Yeah. I like what I got generally. Stone touch is always awesome. Oh, we actually can afford this. I laughed at this before, but we can buy it right now. I don't know. This is a lonely place to run a store. But he knows he's gonna make bank whenever. Basically the hot dog guy. I haven't made that joke before, the hot dog guy that follows Homer around. He just knows to follow us, and he's gonna make his money. Lady, he's putting my kids through college. Alright, I think we can take this off now. Pretty much where we had that epic battle. With Seymour Flux. Please, no more Seymour battles. That was the third time. Whoa.
What are those?
Those are faith. A summoning. Someone is using these faith. Someone is drawing energy from all of them.
This many?
Who wields power on this scale? And what could they be calling?
Hey, you know something, don't ya? Spill the beans!
Look not to others for knowledge. This is your journey too.
Uni might die, you know?
No. Arin's right.
Huh?
This is our... This is my story.
I mean...
What?
Guess it's your story now. Whoa, Zanarkand! I promised we'd be here, finally.
Hey.
You got control here. It is quite the sight to behold.
Welcome home.
It's our manager again.
Remember me? We met in Bavel.
Yeah?
But that wasn't the first time we met.
Nope.
I've known about you for a long time. A long, long time.
Big Abe's fan, huh?
I feel like I know you too. Where are we?
Silly, don't recognize your own home?
Oh.
What's gotten into you? Hey!
Wake up! Wake up!
Wait, this is a dream.
Precisely.
A dream? Are you crazy? I don't have time to be dreaming now.
You're wrong. It's not that you're dreaming. You are a dream.
What?
Huh? Wait a sec.
Come back here. Need answers.
Long ago, there was a war.
Yeah, with Machina, right?
Yes, a war between Zanarkand and Bavel. Bavel's Machina assured their victory from the start. Spira had never seen such power. The summoners of Zanarkand didn't stand a chance.
Should have just settled it on the blitzball
Zanarkand
field.
was doomed to oblivion. That's why we tried to save it, if only in a memory.
What did you do?
The remaining summoners and the townspeople that survived the war, they all became faith for the summoning.
The summoning. You mean sin?
No, I mean this place. A Zanarkand that never sleeps.
Yeah.
What?
The dreams of the faith summoned the memories of the city. They summoned all the buildings, all the people who lived there.
The Matrix.
The people. What?
Oh, the people.
They're all dreams? Me? Too?
Whoa.
Yes, you're a dream of the faith. You, your father, your mother, everyone. All dreams. And if the faith stopped dreaming,
No! So what if I'm a dream? I like being here.
we've been dreaming so long. We're tired.
Huh.
Would you and your father, would you let us rest? Both you and your father have been touched by sin. Sin, the one around whom all Spira, the spiral, revolves.
What are you saying?
I think it's the plot of Inception, basically. To answer your question, Squatch.
You two are more than just dreams now.
Wake up!
Huh?
Wake up, please!
Just a little more, and maybe you are the dream that will end our dreaming at last.
It's a lot of pressure. Not sure it works out, logically speaking, but... Whoa.
Are you alright?
I like Waka's face right there.
Oh, phew.
Hey! We were so worried about you!
You okay?
I'm okay.
What happened?
Nothing. I blacked out. I was dreaming. You called me. And I woke up. Nothing like a good nap. Well, I'm ready. Let's go.
That's it? Okay. Alright, I still think we should get your head checked out there, Titus, but... Okay. Huh? Oh, that's just the waypoint, okay. Didn't think it was turning with me. Yeah, you can try. You can try to stop us. I think I'm pretty much done at this point leveling. I should just turn it off. I literally can't level up anymore until I get some level 3 keys. And I think I looked it up and there's nowhere to get level 3 keys ahead of me. It's all places I've already been. So I don't really know. Poison this guy? Bummed me out. Immune, good for you. Alright, let's just start running. This guy's no fun if we can't do serious damage to him. He's just doing that lame spell. Titus, I know you're not the swiftest in the bunch, but can you get away? Nope. I should just swapped him out for Waka or somebody. Who's fast? Riku's super fast. She always takes her turn first. Yep. Yeah, let's just turn it off at this point. There are no more levels to get. Sad as that is. We just focus on the story and... More puzzles? I don't know. Are we done with the puzzles? I hope we're done with the puzzles. Swap out, but you can't flee, I know. Orin's like, Riku, I need you to take my place so that I can run away from battle. A battle that I can't otherwise run away from. She's like, what? Okay.
Looks like we got a job to do, yeah?
If anything should happen in the water, we're relying on you three. If it gets dangerous, pull out quick.
Right.
Be careful, okay?
Yeah, I want to play this right next to that cave theme from 3/6. Can't get over. I'd let it go if they stopped using this theme constantly, but just hear it over and over and over again. What do we got here? It's like a modernized version of one of those bosses from Earthbound. The first trial of Gakazet. Aim for the center with Waka's ball. I love it. Blitzball knows no bounds. Alright, what kind of a delay are you going to work with, Walkman? Are you going to throw it, like, as soon as I touch this button? Nope. I knew it. You're going to wind up, make a meal out of it. Dang it, Waka. Oh, that thing was in the way that time. Okay. This is the one. Boom! Alright. 3 strikes. Oh, chest. Almost missed the chest. Is this like an amazing blitzball for Waka to attack with? Level 1 key sphere. That's a slap in the face. And this looks like a dead end, so I don't really know what the point of coming here was. There's some chests over there. Yes, those level 1 key spheres are certainly rare, aren't they? here in the final 10% of the game. Oh well. Troll items. That's a good way of putting that. Yeah, so level 1 key sphere unlock at this stage in the game. Bit of a troll item. So we have a good 25 hours in this game, though. I'm not sure all that counts, because a lot of that was, let's see, a lot of that was spent. What's going on here? It's like a tiny lip here I can't get down. A lot of that was grinding on hyperspeed. Not really paying attention most of the time. Phosphorescent. Beautiful. What do we got here? Hit the 3 panels simultaneously. Check each size before deciding who to send. I don't know. She's wearing green. We going by, like, wristband colors? You're blue in that case. Walkman, I don't know what you're wearing. Are you wearing red? You are wearing red. Alright, I don't know if this checks out. This is my scientific method. What did that do? Did that do anything? Did that leave a chest here? It did leave a chest. Guess we did it right. Fortune sphere, interesting. Swimming back. Oh, we can go up now. Let's go back and save right quick. And we'll head up. Oh wait, hold up. Let's see if we can knock anything loose when we did that. Is this because this was I don't know. Thought that was alright, whatever. Awesome. Is this maybe different now over here too? Aha. Alright. Up or in the water. Yeah, so things are changing when we're doing that. Pep talk, by the way. Is this what's this, Walkman? 20 years? Rematch, P-ball. Nah, what the heck is pep talk? Sort it. Pep talk, pep talk, pep talk. I could have sworn that was all Waka. Oh, that's pretty cool. What's he got on right now? Oh gosh. Do I want Null, Shock, Frost, and Blaze? Yeah. I guess we'll put that on. Fast break. That's a good name, though. Pep talk. Oh, man. He got so much HP, though. He has, like, the most. So we got these stairs here, too. This might not have been available before.
They'll be upon us soon. She has sent fiends to test our summoner's strength.
Who is she?
Unaleska.
Lady Unaleska.
Huh.
In Zanarkand, she awaits the arrival of the strongest.
She is still alive?
As much as Micah and Seymour.
I see.
Lost your nerve?
No. Nothing frightens me now.
Braska would be proud.
Then I must not let him down.
The team awkwardly. Alright, I feel like this is the way we're supposed to go. So let's head back to the water this way. Find out what we missed. Here's those chests. Brilliant. Turn sphere. Should probably start using some of that stuff. And, oh, right, it's just the three of us. So that's recovery ring. Hold on, let's get the whole group back together. Looks like there's another save spot up here. Cool. Recovery ring. Yeah, she's the ring person. HP. Can we get like information on these things? HP stroll versus the ward. Oh man, I don't know. HP stroll. I feel like she's always getting HP back. I'd rather have the silence, confuse, poison ward. No offense to the recovery ring.
It comes!
Angry. What is it? Sanctuary Keeper. Alright. Why don't you try stealing from it? Turbo Ether. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, I kind of don't want these people around for this attack. Heck yeah, let's get Orin out here, obviously. Mobilize. Can you do that? Can you immobilize this creature with fear? The Sanctuary Keeper? Did that actually work? That's fantastic. Let's just keep stealing Turbo Ethers. Let me haste everybody. Like Titus's new little bangle thing we put on. Bribe. Pay enemy skill to go away. That's awesome. You think the, what's this guy's name again? I think the Sanctuary Keeper can be bought off like that? Throw Gill. That's great. Just keep doing that? Nope. Alright. Oh, you moving again? Tail sweep. Not too bad. Alright, wait. No, you get 2 turns? That might be bad. Did a lot of weird stuff to us. Where do you get like 1,000 turns? That's what I want to know. Alright, I'm gonna keep threatening you because I liked it when you weren't doing anything. Alright, she's asleep right now. I think I might threaten you again. I didn't do anything that time. He didn't get 1,000 turns though, so that's positive. Unit out here. Can we like heal everybody? Is that a thing? Without using an item? Mega potion. Yeah, sure. I don't like that Arn doesn't get another turn for a minute. Yeah, let's cheer. And haste Daga again. Let's call it curiosity. Let's see what Yojimbo's got on this guy. So nice seeing a summon I've never seen before. I don't mind seeing this intro every time. That would strike some fear into me, man. I saw this Yojimbo walking out. Alright. Pay Yojimbo for his cert. What? What? I thought we worked out the money side of things, Yojimbo. How much do I gotta pay you now? Oh my goodness. Oh, jeez. 20 grand to make this guy go away. It's really not in the spirit of the summoner-Aeon relationship, by the way. How much will 20 grand get me? A Wakadzitsi? That didn't do anything. What are you doing with this money, Yojimbo? Giving you one. Watch him stab me for that. The insolence. I get the same move for 1 and 20,000. Did more that time. That is fantastic. Whatever. Ah, crap. I'm just gonna keep paying you 1 gil then. You sneaky Aeon, you. Guess I wasted him that first time. Oh man, this guy's coming out ahead. Oh, this one's for free, thank you. That's sweet. It's probably gonna kill him. Whatever. Money grubber. Just enough, wow. What's your dog for? Why do you bring your dog here? You couldn't get like a sitter? Alright, friend. 76. Yuna, have you got 76 in you? Alright then. Titus. Woo! What the hell, Yojimbo? I know it was like an hour ago, but... He's like, what are my services worth to you? This guy is...
Hey!
extorting us.
We rest a little?
No need. We reach the summit soon.
I know. That's why I want to stop for a bit. Soon means that there's not much time left.
It's true.
Riku,
Fine. I'll think on the way.
At least everybody got in on that. That was totally not worth it. 11,000? Come on. I've been averaging that from fighting these nobodies.
Hey, come on, let's go.
We are. Almost there, aren't we?
We've come a long way.
What's so funny?
You remind me of myself.
Huh.
Before, the closer I came to Zanarkand, the more I wondered. When we arrive, Braska will call the final Aeon. He will fight sin, then die. I thought my mind was made up long before. But when I stood here, my resolve wavered.
Never would have
I
figured.
bet every Guardians does.
Legendary Guardians choke sometimes too, yeah?
Legendary Guardian. I was just a boy. A boy about your age, actually. I wanted to change the world too. But I changed nothing. That is my story.
Not a very good story. I love Auron, but... Yuna is tapped. Right there. I might as well leave this off. Beautiful.
A city dead for 1,000 years. A city I had to see with my own eyes. The end of Yuna's journey. The last chapter in my story.
Ooh. Might be a good time to
My
break.
thoughts, they kept floating up and then slipping through my fingers. Slipping away before I could pin them down with words.
Yuna, I say no. If we go down there, then you'll...
Riku, you're a true friend, and I thank you, but I must go. Down to Zanarkand.
I'm not saying we shouldn't go. But shouldn't we think about it some more? There's gotta be some kind of way we can save you, Yuna!
All my life, I knew this moment would come.
Yuni...
Thank you, Riku. Thank you for everything.
Don't say that, Yuni. It's not over yet.
Tell Sid, thank you.
No. You can tell him yourself.
Please.
Yuni, don't say that because we're gonna see each other again, okay?
Kimari, let's go.
Oh, wait. Here we go. Is that how that works? Is it a seashell? Like a conch shell?
Sir Orin, Kimari told me, when my father wanted me taken from Bavel to Besaid, it was you who told Kimari, right? I had always wanted to meet you someday. I am truly glad that I had that chance. Having you as a guardian was so great an honor. I don't know how to thank you. Perhaps if I defeat Sin, that will be my thanks to you. That's what I'll do. Yes. I will challenge Sin. I will defeat Sin.
Hell yeah.
If you are all there watching this, then I guess Sin is already gone. And so am I.
Oh.
I suppose. Anyway, I just wanted to say, Sir Orin, I thank you. Kimari, do you remember the first day we met? I was only 7. My father had defeated Sin, and all Bavel was celebrating. Everyone was saying what a hero my father was. I was so happy. But when night came, it occurred to me. My father had defeated Sin, and now he was dead. Now I was all alone. I couldn't sleep. So I wandered into the town, away from the celebrating crowds. I stood on the bridge in Bavel, where my father and I had parted. Standing there, alone, I could see the fields where he had fought Sin. Then, you appeared, Kimari. You said you were looking for the daughter of Braska, remember? At first, I was so scared, until I realized what a gentle person you are. You weren't used to talking to children. When I told you that I was Braska's daughter, you said you would take me as far from Bavel as you could. That it was the wish of a man facing death. I think I cried then, because that was when I knew my father was dead, and I would never see him again.
Wow.
You just held me, without saying a word. I cried after we got to Besaid, too. When you tried to go, after leaving me in the care of the temple, I held on to you crying, "Don't go, don't go." And you listened, Kimari. You stayed. Kimari, thank you. Thank you so much. And I've always liked your broken horn.
Aww.
Waka, Lulu. I'll never forget my days spent with you, growing up in Besaid. We always played together, us and Chapu. That's why I was always so happy, I think. And when you refused to let me become a summoner, and I did it anyway, I'm sorry. I've always wanted to apologize. You know, when you tried to stop me then, really, I was happy. I could tell you really cared about me. You were like my big brother and sister. No, I think you really were my big brother and sister. What else?
T-Dog?
I love watching you play blitzball, Waka.
Even though you never win.
I even love it when you scold me, Lulu. Really. I guess that leaves the newest guardian. star player of the Zanarkand Ames. You are. I am. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that we met. We haven't even known each other that long, but it's funny. So this is what it feels like. It's a much more wonderful feeling than anything I had ever imagined. Wonderful. But it hurts sometimes. I wonder. I just want to say thank you for everything. Maybe that's why it hurts. When I think about us never being together again at all, I'm afraid. No, I shouldn't say that. I'll do that part over.
What you up to?
That's a cool way of doing that. Right in the feels, people. Right in the feels. Is there anything hidden back here? No? Just a little break in the rock. Alright, we are back. Right where we left off. Heading up the side of this mountain here. After hearing Yuna's message to everyone, and oof, that hit hard. And here we are, I guess, in the ruins of Zanarkand, right? Road to the Zanarkand ruins, okay. I have enemy encounters turned off right now. One, because I wouldn't get anything out of it, and two, let's just take it all in, you know? So I don't even know if there would be enemy encounters right now. Kind of take you out of the moment. This looks very familiar, doesn't it? I'm going to turn this off now. It's all come full circle. Yep. The opening shot that we saw about 4 months ago now.
Listen to my story. This may be our last chance.
It took me to the title screen now and said start a new game. Oh, I would rage. See my Ronzo rage.
Hey, there was more, right? I mean, like that time. Anyone?
I think
Yes?
that we should stop. Maybe. For now.
Like some goblin didn't run up and steal our weapons while we were telling stories around the fire. That would have been
Let's go.
buzzkill. Be the most powerful goblin in all of Zanarkand. Spira, sorry. All right. So we sort of saw Zanarkand last week. It was Dream Zanarkand, but that still counts, right? Wait a minute, hold up. It's not like, I see a little notch up here. I didn't miss something awesome, did I? That looks like a chest, but I don't think it is, no. Alright. No, that's just Titus's little lookout spot. Onward we go. Again, gonna turn off the encounters. We're beyond that at this point. Come on, let's be honest. Even though I struggled mightily with that last boss. We still won, but not before going through a crap ton of supplies. Fortune Spear.
Looks like the far plane.
Close enough.
Got here. Spiritual. Forget who was using these. Lulu? Oh yeah. Spiritual. Nah. Whatever. It's all good. Never got all schooled in Al Bhed. Figured out a couple words here and there, but yeah, I don't think I could travel abroad without some help. No blitzball here. All business.
Journeyer of the long road, name yourself.
I am the summoner Yuna. I have come from the island of Besaid.
Your eyes, my dear, show me the long road you have traveled. Very good. You have journeyed well. Lady Yunalesca will surely welcome your arrival. Go to her now and bring your guardians with you. Go.
Yes.
Whoa. Hold on. I'll go back this way. Did I miss anything? Guess not. Okay. All roads lead. But I feel like we have one final temple coming up.
If it might benefit the future of Spira, I will gladly give my life. It is the highest honor for which a guardian might ask. Use my life, Lady Yoken, and rid Spira of sin.
What was that?
Riku's like, I'm not going out for any of that stuff.
Our predecessors.
She said Lady Yokon, didn't she? Wait, she guarded High Summoner Yokon?
This dome is filled with fireflies. It's like one gigantic sphere. People's thoughts remain here forever.
You have like a guest director for this part of the game. Some interesting camera work. Well, that's creepy. People's thoughts who've passed remain here forever. Might have something to do with all the scurrying little spirits and such. I saw a chest. I don't want to miss it. Hold on. Is there like a little off-ramp here? Oh, yeah. Yes. We got 10,000 gil. Someone left that behind. One of the summoners like, can't take it with me. Or one of the guardians, better said.
There is no other way. Use me and defeat sin. Only then will the people accept you.
I don't care about them! I need you, Mother! No one else!
Damn.
I don't have much time left.
Hey, wasn't that...
Seymour?
Heavy. Go here. Another chest. Awesome. Got this time. Friend sphere. That's nice. Another chest down there at the bottom.
Hey, Braska.
Huh.
You don't have to do this.
Thank you for your concern.
Fine, I said my piece.
Well, I haven't. Lord Braska, let us go back. I don't want to see you die.
You knew this was to happen, my friend.
Yes, but I cannot accept it.
Oren, I am honored that you care for me so. But I have come to kill grief itself. I will defeat sin and lift the veil of sorrow covering Spira. Please understand, Oren.
Hold up. I see a little off-ramp again. We got more guardians. Oh, heck yeah. Level 3 key sphere. About time. Oren gets to use this. Without a doubt. Alright, let's see. Just bust this down right now. This should be the only one I have, I think. Shit. Down at the bottom. So now we're getting into a new area here. Let's see, what is this? Magic we do not care about. Definitely don't care about. And where would this take me? God. Can't even let me check. Alright, whatever, I don't care. So we're gonna go back through this way where I guess maybe this is where Titus started out. Regardless. Good stuff. Definitely use our level 1 key sphere here. Ah, it's so nice to just be able to use stuff again. Unlock stuff. Wait. Where is this? Okay. Okay, so that's not going to cost me too much. They don't charge you too much for backtracking. Delay attack. Alright, let's head up this way. Just a little bit more strength here at the end. I will happily take it. And does she have anything? Okay. Something here. No, she only had one level out of that. I guess yeah, most people do. She must be locked up too. Yeah, she is. Can I like backtrack? How much would this cost me? Yeah, they don't charge you like that much for going back in the grand scheme of things, but I don't know. Whatever. I got Orin up. That's all that matters. Yeah, we definitely have the largest group of Guardians out of everybody. So popular, Yuna is. Under chest. Lux Sphere. Really should be using this stuff. I'm such a sphere hoarder. Should be filling up these empty gaps with these things right now for everybody. I might as well, just before I forget about it, you know? Let's see, what have we got? Not that much, really. $300. Definitely use that. They still make you use the power sphere. Where is Orin? Does he have any like empty ones near him? Yes, he does. So let's see. Definitely strength. Cause hell yeah. And then speed or HP? He's so slow. Oh, we don't have any speed. Alright. HP it is. Sweet. And you know what? Might as well just move on up here. Drop a couple HP spheres. For him. You know what? Actually, Yuna should have the HP spheres. Now that I think about it. Well, do one right here. Since she's so low on HP all the time. This is good, though. Let's get this stuff in before we finish things. So I can just, like, take one of these from, like, anybody? Power break. I don't even know what I would, like, go for, though. Special node. Alright, just grab it. Good enough. Good enough. We gotta gear up now. Our new maxes. Definitely get our save in here.
Are the trials ahead?
Probably.
Oh, come
Here
on.
too, huh?
He saved too.
Break.
I like that.
I was expecting, parades and fireworks.
Yeah, I'm sick of them too, Jack.
You can ask for them after I defeat Sin.
Oh, cocky. I like it. Ah, jeez. Here we go. Tetris all of a sudden now? Yep. Can I just play an actual game of Tetris? Because I'm pretty good at that. We're gonna edit this part. I can already tell. This up just a little bit. Sweet. Sure. Sweet. Gotta do this 5 more times. A lot of trial and error, a lot of writing stuff down, I can imagine. Me, I'm cheating. Because I'm over these. I've been over these. I'm sure that's been obvious. Two down. Tetris board. Simpler, that one. Again, I don't know who decided this would be a good idea. Any of these. Like, you know how Legend of Zelda has all those temples with fun puzzles? What if we did that, but we didn't make them fun? Because we can't just copy it. That wouldn't be right. Can't just steal from Zelda, so we gotta tweak it somehow. And I propose just taking the fun out of it. Quite literally. That should be 4 of them. Feels very Zelda with like the 6 things that we have to collect or complete or what have you. I think we're knocking out some dungeons here, but hold up. Got a sphere. It's extremely tedious. And then we're gonna drop this. Is that like a shortcut? Okay, now we go get the other one. Alright, we all good? Oh my god. Oh, feels so nice to know that is the last one. Definitely save after that madness. Whoa. Alright now. Oh, we can move. That's fun. Oh, there we go. We have the 6 spots. Okay. Probably get her behind, so she'll hopefully take less damage. Alright, she still gets the haste, that's good. And let's see. I wonder if you could like do extra damage from behind. protect. Probably not a bad idea. Wish we could cast this on everybody. Can we leave him out there? Maybe we should do like a power break on him. 52,000. Immune. That was a good hit, though. I don't know if that's from being behind or what. I love that. Alright, alright. Why don't you just cure up our friend Titus. Provoke. Can we just like have him just keep whacking us? Jerk tail. It says stop it. Alright. Regen. Flex. Shell. I guess cast it on the rest of us too, just in case. I don't know if I need to like keep provoking. Or not. Oh, it turned when I did that. Alright, maybe only Titus should be. Well, no. Because we had Auron smacking on him. Titus is gonna die. Take a nice hit, though. Okay. Interesting. Alright, well, you should probably just smack him, right? Just get Yoon out here to calm things down. Everybody have it? I guess he died. That's the only thing. Alright, whatever. Just keep provoking him. That seemed to work pretty well. We should probably get Yoon out of the way, though. Does that take a turn? Yeah, I guess it does. Does she have life? She does. Let's just give him. Does do more than the Phoenix down? Yeah, it does. Whew. Thankfully it did too. That's crazy. Dan glyph mine. Oh, it's not hitting anybody. Nice try, buddy. Alright, let's give Protect back to Titus. And, 5 and 2. Halfway. Nice. Not exactly what I was looking for, but I'll take it. Hell yeah. Provoke seems to be working. And he's not really hitting anybody else. But it seemed like when I brought in Waka, everything got messed up. So much for that. Well, you know what? I don't mind Arn berserked. Why are we getting a close-up of Arn? I mean, Arn's just gonna hit him really hard now, right? Because he's berserked? Like, why would you do that? He's the last person. Yeah, you should do that too. So he's gonna kill Yuna. That's not great. That's not great. Oh my god, yeah, why? Why would you do that to him? That's what you get. Mess with the bull, and you get the horns. I'm very happy with that.
Yuna, we're here.
The Hall of the Final Summoning.
Go.
Yes.
Sorry, people who didn't use.
What do you mean, no final Aeon?
Sir Oren! Everyone!
Nice to get that in. Is that something, or is that just ornamental, I guess? Alright, just decorative. No, don't go back. Okay, well. My bad. That's embarrassing. I promise I'm a guardian. I'm supposed to be here.
This isn't a faith. It's just an empty statue.
That statue lost its power as a faith long ago. It is Lord Zaon, the first faith of the final summoning. What you see before you is all that remains of him. Lord Zaon is... his soul is gone.
Gone?
You mean there is no final Aeon?
But fear not. Lady Yunalesca will show you the path. The final Aeon will be yours. The Summoner and the final Aeon will join powers. Go to her now. Inside, the lady awaits.
Yuna, wait! Oren, you knew this was gonna happen, didn't you?
Yes.
Why didn't you tell us?
If I had told you the truth, would that really have stopped you from coming?
Yuna.
I'm not going back.
Kimari knows. Kimari goes first. Yuna is safe. Kimari protect.
Probably save again after that. I want to see that again. In case we die.
Lady Yunalesca.
Welcome to Zanarkand. I congratulate you, Summoner. You have completed your pilgrimage. I will now bestow you with that which you seek. The final summoning will be yours. Now, choose. You must choose the one whom I will change to become the faith of the final summoning. There must be a bond between chosen and summoner, for that is what the final summoning embodies. The bond between husband and wife, mother and child, or between friends. If that bond is strong enough, its light will conquer sin. 1,000 years ago, I chose my husband Zeon as my faith. Our bond was true, and I obtained the final Aeon. There is nothing to fear. You will soon be freed of worry and pain. For once you call forth the final Aeon, your life will end. Death is the ultimate and final liberation. Your father, Braska, chose this path.
Not too late. Let us turn back.
If I turn back, who will defeat sin? Would you have some other summoner and his guardians go through this?
But, my lord, there must be another way.
This is the only way we got now. Fine. Make me the faith. I've been doing some thinking. My dream is back in the other Zanarkand. I wanted to make that runt into a star blitz player. Show him the view from the top, you know. But now I know there's no way home for me. I'm never gonna see him again. My dream's never gonna come true. So make me the faith.
Wow.
I'll fight sin with you, Braska. Then maybe my life will have meaning, you know.
Don't do this, Jecht. If you live, there may be another way. We'll think of something, I know.
Believe me, I thought this through. Besides, I ain't getting any younger, so I might as well make myself useful.
Jecht?
What? You're not gonna try to stop me too?
Sorry. I mean, thank you.
Braska still has to fight sin, Orin. Guard him well. Make sure he gets there. Well, let's go.
Lord Braska, Jecht.
What do you want now?
Sin always comes back. It comes back after the calm, every time. The cycle will continue and your deaths will mean nothing.
But there's always a chance it won't come back this time. It's worth trying.
I understand what you're saying, Orin. I'll find a way to break the cycle.
You have a plan?
Jecht?
Trust me, I'll think of something.
Orin watching Orin. Trippy. should have been you.
And the cycle went on.
Yeah. That's true.
We'll break it.
But how?
Everyone
What,
said
you
that.
got a plan now?
If one of us has to become a faith, I volunteer.
Me too, Yuna.
That still won't change anything, you know? You'd bring the calm, and then what? That won't break the cycle.
Listen. You want to defeat Sin and keep Yuna alive. You don't want Sin to come back, yeah? That is just not gonna happen, brother, you know?
If you want everything, you'll end up with nothing.
But I want everything.
Then you'll end up with nothing.
Now you're being childish.
I give up. So what would an adult do then? They know they can just throw away a summoner. Then they can do whatever they like. You're right. I might not even have a chance. But no way am I gonna just stand here and let Yuna go. And what Oren said about there being a way, I think it's true.
You'll think of something?
Yes.
Just like Oren
I'll
said.
go ask Yunaleska. She's got to know something.
You really think she'll help you?
I don't know, but I have to try. This is my story. It'll go the way I want it, or I'll end it here.
Wait. You say it's your story, but it's my story too, you know? It would be so easy to let my fate just carry me away, following this same path my whole life through. But I know I can't. What I do with no regrets.
Alright, again. I feel like I should save. "27 hours." But not really.
Have you chosen the one to become your faith? Who will it be?
Might I ask something first? Will Sin come back even should I use the final summoning to defeat it?
Sin is eternal. Every Aeon that defeats it becomes Sin in its place. And thus is Sin reborn.
So that's why Jack became Sin.
Sin is an inevitable part of Spira's destiny. It is never-ending.
Never ending? But if we atone for our crimes, Sin will stop coming back, yeah? Someday it'll be gone, yeah?
Will humanity ever attain such purity?
Yeah. Fair point.
This cannot be! The teachings state that we can exercise sin with complete atonement! It's been our only hope all these years!
Hope is comforting. It allows us to accept fate, however tragic it might be.
Does it?
No!
That's not the point of hope.
Where is the sense in all this?
That's awesome.
Braska believed in Yevon's teachings and died for them. Jekt believed in Braska and gave his life for him.
They chose to die because they had hope.
Ow. Careful with that sword lands, too. Oh.
Yevon's teachings and the final summoning give the people of Spira hope. Without hope, they would drown in their sorrow. Now choose. Who will be your faith? Who will be the one to renew Spira's hope?
Wow.
No one. I would have gladly died. I live for the people of Spira, and would have gladly died for them, but no more. The final summoning is a false tradition that should be thrown away.
Yes.
No. It is our only hope.
Hope.
Your father sacrificed himself to give that hope to the people, so they would forget sorrow.
Wrong. My father wanted to make Spiro's sorrow go away, not just cover it up with lies.
Sorrow cannot be abolished. It is meaningless to try.
My father, I loved him. So I will live with my sorrow. I will live my own life. I will defeat sorrow in his place. I will stand my ground and be strong. I don't know when it will be, but someday I will conquer it. And I will do it without false hope.
Poor creature. You would throw away hope. Well, I will free you before you can drown in your sorrow. It is better for you to die in hope than to live in despair. Let me be your liberator.
I haven't talked about that outfit, by the way.
Now! This is
Yes, Oren.
Now is the time to choose. Die and be free of pain, or live and fight your sorrow. Now is the time to shape your stories. Your fate is in your hands.
Needs Kimari.
Best pep talk.
Kimari, protect Yuna.
Well, I'm fighting.
All right, Riku.
I can't believe we're gonna fight Lady Yunalesca. Give me a break.
You can always run.
He's just going with it at this point.
I'd never forgive myself. No way. Not if I ran away now. Even in death, yeah?
Yeah.
My thoughts exactly.
Yuna! This is our story. Now let's see this thing through together.
Yes. Haste. I feel like he's gonna cast some spells our way. Really? Come on. After all that, do we have any special stuff? No trigger stuff? Oh yeah. Good hit. Haha. Oh, that was great. Alright, so she counters with status type stuff. So let's reflect on both of them. Blind yourself. Oh, right. Well, alright. We're paying attention, were you? 10,000, so Orin's gonna take her down. I need to be able to cure people. Oh, she muted me. That's my echo screen. I think Orin's got this, so let's just, Mega Potion? Do we need one right now? Might as well. Put her down. There you go. Now, I know she's got more than one form. That is one hell of a second form. Hellfighter. Zombified? Are we still, I don't know what to do now. Grand Summon, I don't want to like, use that prematurely. Let's figure out more of what's going on here. Is curing even, like, is this gonna hurt me? Oh, he's still, okay. I didn't see that show up. That should show up. Alright, so she needs to fix that. What's the big deal about zombie? Regen, oh man. It's not good. Alright, let's dispel. Reaper of Souls, vulnerable to holy magic. Ah! Now you tell me, okay. What if we just drop straight up holy water on her? Okay. That's still doing good damage. Alright, so the cures are hurting us. But I don't want to cast stuff on. Man, this is like a tricky battle. It's like, how do we want to... What's this going to do? Just take away zombie? Or just the reflect? I guess just the reflect. Okay. Bringing out the big guns now. Alright, she's down. She really wants us to be zombies. Still doing good damage. Guess I'll pop another Mega Potion. Oh, right. Yeah. Not good. I don't know why I thought that would be different. Interesting. What are you at? 10,000, so... Theoretically, by the next turn, we should have this licked. Like death or something I can cast on to like almost like So I think... Let's use this on Titus. This will kill him. Now we can bring him back. Cool. And we're all zombies again. Are we not all zombies again? Didn't seem to get, didn't get Titus, so that's good. So let's definitely cure him. Alright, this will kill it next turn. I don't know what you're gonna do. Is that all you're gonna do? Boom! Wait, oh, sorry. Boom! There we go. Alright, final form. So this is the one that I died at last time. Changelog is we did some grinding. So this should hopefully go a bit more smoothly this time. So we're all zombies right now. So this Megadeth shouldn't kill anybody. Ah! We're already dead. I don't even need as much strategy now. Like, I could get Yuna out here. I've been working with Yojimbo as well. I've been working with him like I'm a personal trainer. And our relationship is better. So I think, theoretically, I could call him in here right now. And he would slice her in half. I'm half tempted to do that, actually. I did not like losing last time. Let's try this. This is for giggles. So if you're not familiar, Yojimbo is our new Aeon, who we have to pay to do stuff for us. And the more you use him, the better your bond becomes, and the more likely he'll do his awesome move, which slices any enemy, including bosses, in half. So let's see here. You'll notice we also have less money than we had before. That's because when I was grinding and building up a relationship with him, I gave him all of our money. I think he's made nearly 1 million gil off of me throughout the course of our bond strengthening. I don't care about money. Let's just give him everything we got and hope that he does the ultimate move. Come on, Yojimbo. Definitely a sugar baby. That's not the ultimate move. Come on, fella. I mean, that's good damage. I'm not gonna lie. Come on, he might still do it on his own. This is gonna get awkward if we get another turn with him and he wants some cash and I don't have anything for him. I don't have any money for you, Yojimbo. You just saw me give you 80 grand. It's all the money we had as a party. Sorry. He just said, yeah. I'll take my services elsewhere. Taking my talents to South Beach. That's what Yojimbo just said. Whatever. I don't care. We still got this. Is he blind? Why did he miss? Arn doesn't miss. Oh, yeah. And Yuna also happens to have a spell which she did not have before. Holy. Which is, I'm told, there you go, vulnerable to holy magic. This should help us. Like I said, we didn't have this last time. That's vulnerable where I come from. 9,999 damage. I don't know why you're zombifying us. Your only move is that Megadeth thing that kills everybody. Why would you want us to be undead already? Orin's a beast. That's part of the change. Well, he's always a beast. Regen. Little too late. Like, we have all our limit breaks at this point, but I don't think that's necessary. I don't know how much experience we're gonna get for this. I wonder if I should bring in some other folks. Maybe Riku, she can get a lick in. Boop. Yuna's still undead. I just want to make sure we have one person who's still zombified. So everybody can get a turn. Because if... I guess that killed her. Okay, never mind. My bad. Anticlimactic, but much more satisfying than last time. And I promise, we will see Yojimbo use that ultimate move on one of these last bosses. It's going to be so satisfying and ridiculous.
If I die, so does the final Aeon. And with it, Spira's only hope.
Then we'll find Spira a new hope.
Fool. There is no other way. Even if there was, even if you did destroy Sin, you, Yevon, the Immortal, would only create Sin anew.
You, Yevon?
Ah, Zayon. Forgive me.
New metal.
Spira has been robbed of the light of hope. All that remains is sorrow.
$14,000. That's actually not that much. Some of the guys I've been grinding with. That's a weird sentence. But I've been getting
I cannot believe what we just
almost
did.
that much. Yeah, that was badass.
Let's do something more unbelievable.
What?
Order 2 pizzas?
Destroy Sin.
Oh, yeah.
So it won't come back. And without the final Aeon. I don't know how just yet, but I'll find out.
It's weird that we just kind of run around wherever we are right now. Don't step on the... Alright, we go down these back steps here. What? No? Oh, there's a chest there. There's definitely a chest there. Heck yeah. Ah, sweet. Suncrest. Alright. I don't know what's going on here. Just leave the way I came, basically. This area is closed. Ham and pineapple pizzas. Thank you so much, Josh. I appreciate it. Oren, what do you got?
We must talk.
Yes, let's.
What?
There's something you should know.
I know. It's about you, right?
I am also an unsent. You are not surprised.
Whoa.
I think I kinda knew. It was Yunalesca, wasn't it?
Huh.
When Braska and Jekt died defeating Sin, I just couldn't accept it. I came back here, tried to avenge them. But she struck me down.
Ooh.
Somehow I made my way, crawling down Mount Gagazet. But my strength left me, just outside Bevel. That's where Kamari found me. I told him about Yuna, just before I died. I've been wandering ever since, never going to the far plane.
Arin.
Don't make that face. Being dead has its advantages. I was able to ride Sin and go to your Zanarkand.
And you've been watching over me since then, haven't you? Why? What's the big idea? Why me?
It is one of those things that is difficult to explain. Very well, I will show you. My memories.
Can I ask you one last favor? Nah, never mind.
Out with it.
Okay, listen good. Take care of my son. My son in Zanarkand. He's such a crybaby.
Jeez.
He needs someone there to hold his hand.
Never
See?
lets up.
Take care of him, will ya?
But how am I supposed to go to Zanarkand?
Hey, you said it yourself. There must be a way to get there, right? You'll find it.
All right. I will.
Why's this chest
I give you my word.
different color? It looks like you
I'll take care of your son. I'll guard him with my
get
life.
like a spray-on tan for like
Thanks,
for
Arin.
the torso.
You were always such a stiff. But that's what I liked about you.
That is why.
Oh. Yeah, Orin's the best. Yeah, I went back to the Calm Lands to work on my relationship with Yojimbo. Had to fight weaker dudes because, as I understand, if Yojimbo dies while you're using him, it bums him out and it hurts your relationship, essentially. So, there you go. He doesn't like to die. I don't blame him in that sense. No one likes to die. He likes to get paid, and he doesn't like to die. He's very relatable in that. He might be the most relatable character in this game. Yojimbo. Alright. Ooh. Like the transition. Oh. I don't know what you are, but let's dance.
Dad?
Oh.
I know. The final summoning's gone.
Sin.
But I'll think of something. Just give me a little more time.
See you at Christmas. Airship time, baby. I think we finally get control. Now there's only like 5% of the game left. Where to now? See, my Albet's coming along. He's like, where are we?
Aren't we the happy-looking bunch?
Frana! Frana!
Where? That all you can say?
That's pretty good, Seth.
Why don't you think of something?
Well, any good ideas?
This.
Come on, help us.
I don't know. What would Barrett say?
What do we know?
What would Barrett say in this situation?
Sin is Jet. Thus you have a link, a bond with Sin.
Like Dragonheart.
That may be our key.
So, what do we do?
We think and we wait.
It's not very inspiring.
Two things I'm bad at.
Thinking. Yuna's still alive. That's all that matters. I mean, sure, the world is doomed, but Titus and Yuna. Maybe she has something more inspirational, rousing. Maybe she's on drugs. I don't know. Guys, like, that's not a destination. Whatever that was bummed him out. Hey, Kamari. Alright. Save spheres can now teleport you back to the airship thanks to Ren the Albed. That's pretty cool. Board airship, play blitzball, save. Welcome to the future. Alright, I guess we'll take a break here. We do now have control of this airship, which means we have access to the entire world at this point. So I'm thinking we'll do a loose ends episode, and then I guess that's it. We'll finish in the one after that, but tune in next week. We'll see what we can do with the world at our fingertips. There you go. See you next week for, I guess, the penultimate episode of this Final Fantasy X Let's Play right here on Let's Play with Brigands. Hope to see you then.